Hey, Steve Basic Architect. Yeah, we're out here at our New Age estate. Got a bunch of things happening here. I figured maybe we'll shoot a couple videos. We'll walk around the top and then maybe we'll dive down in the hole and talk a little bit. But there's a lot happening here in little pieces. First, look at that. We got all of our Type 9 EPS foam here. And you can see foundations pretty much backfilled. Still got a bunch of dirt over there, but a couple things here. We'll just start. We're out there at the garage. Notice we got a little wing wall there, 2 anchor bolts. It's a requirement, at least 2 per wall there, 2 there, and 2 down at the end. We also have some little bent rebar here that they'll straighten out, but that just ties into the slab. This is all built up just so that you can drive the lull in there. That's why those are bent down. They'll straighten them up. But 3-car garage. We have an exit over there. You can see that drops down. And we have our waterproofing here. Now, don't mistake. There's insulation on the outside. That's a rigid fiberglass. And the reason it's there, it's more about drainage and protection for the waterproofing. We don't rely, or I don't rely on its insulation value. It's a plus, but I don't consider it, hey, this is how we're insulating the wall. You can see the waterproofing there. Brian does a good job. Sprays the line for the guys. And then they come in and they backfill there. And you can see the hole there. But, take a walk around. Let's take a walk around the backside, actually. So we have this dropped, and what they'll do typically, this is lower than the slab. They'll dam that off at the back, and they'll grade this up, but the slab will be basically a turned down slab that rests on there, because you can see where grade is. We're literally, remember I told you, I put up that video on Instagram. Everybody's like, oh, the excavator sucks. Oh, that guy is so slow. It's unbelievable. But we are literally like 4 feet away from the pool and the patio, and the excavator didn't suck. The guy's been driving an excavator for almost as long as I've been alive, and he's certainly an expert at it, but he was being cautious because he didn't want to have to buy a new patio. So you can see there's some more of our insulation, and we'll see it as we go down and around, but you can see here we have our mud sill. So I call it the bottom one is the mud sill, the 2x8, and the top one is a top sill. And see if we can get in the corner here. And basically what we're doing is we're reserving the space here for the Zip R9 to come down and be seated so that it planes out with the outside of that. So typically we do double mud sills, and you can see they over drill that, so that is flush, so it won't interfere with the trusses. And they must have snapped the line, because those they left proud. But you can see as we go down, there's that ledge, and that's to receive the Zip R9. So the wall, this face here is basically in plane with the foundation, and it'll be in plane with the 2x6 exterior wall, and then the Zip R9 will be on the outside of that. You can see there's all of our protection board and insulation in here. Get a good shot of it in there. Just have some rough grading and retaining wall stuff to do there, but you can see how the plate is down. I believe Howell and Brian, they're going to be framing this themselves. Some guys coming out. You can see there's our opening for our office window, which is going to be right inside there. And coming around here, a couple more windows, and you can see we have our sill sealer there. We did the typical detail where you have sill sealer with Lexel on the concrete and then Lexel on top of that, so it creates that little Z sandwich. You can see the sill sealer there. Quick look down into the hole there. You can see that's our, I'm calling it our sump pump tower. And it's because our grade on the other side of that retaining wall is 2 foot down from this basement side wall. You can see the taller wall down there for the media room. And this has been all pretty much backfilled. We have another opening there. So get a little bit more foundation wall enclosed here. You can see all of our perforated pipe and drain is in place. Runs around. We have a secondary sump in the far corner there, and we have the one right below us here. Maybe we'll get a good shot from that corner on what's happening. But treated sills are down here. We are doing a top cord bearing truss, and they're right over there, so we'll take a walk over there and get a peek. You know, we're very fortunate. We got Brian out here from Howell Custom Building, and he is an absolute gem to work with. You can see he's already anticipates for, you know, floor joist that needs to come out and catch there, so he has a couple extra blocks in there. But here you can see, so we have that one pipe that comes down, and then it goes into that tower, and then everything up above goes in there, but the sump pump is down at this level, not up there. That just gives us that vertical kind of tower access, and you can see we have a couple windows there, the office window there, and I'll throw that down. Let's take a walk over here. Find a way down into the hole. This ladder over there, but you can see our crawl space is done there. We can go and talk about it. We have a couple of the beams, a few of the columns already in. That one there waiting. We have our footings there. We have a piece there, and then we have a piece of steel that's going to go across there. You can see the large beam pocket over there, just left of that sloping 2x4. That'll grab it. But excuse me. And in fact, there is the piece of steel getting prepped. So it's coated, and then of course these guys have this all attached, so it's ready to get put in by the lull. You can see we have here, that's our top cord bearing truss, right? You can see it right there. So it's just going to sit on the inside of the footing, or inside of the foundation wall, just enough. And yeah. And then on the square side, those are all going to sit down on the LVLs. So we do have some here, that square one there. So it's a little bit of a hodgepodge, if you will. We can go over here and look at them really close. But you can see, you know, obviously bottom cord, but the bearing point for these is right there. So yeah, and these get us a nice, some nice big spaces, as well as we coordinated some nice slots down the middle. So these are all going to be going in and setting that floor up. So, all right. Well, certainly a great start. So why don't we cut this one here, make my way down into the hole, and we do a little bit of talking about what's happening down there. So, you know the deal. If you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're not, please hit that subscribe button. Follow along, drop some comments. Remember, it's everything is a conversation, not a lecture. So if you're be respectful, then I will be respectful in return. If you're not respectful, who knows what I'll say? I'll say something. So, anyways, thank you. I'm Steve Basic Architect. Until next time, long live our buildings.